Offset savagely mocked Cardi B's newest flame after those messy baby rumors leaked. Offset hit Instagram with a two-word jab regarding Cardi B's infant son with Stefon Diggs before dragging the entire drama straight to a judge. This nightmare involving Cardi, her toxic ex, and the NFL star she upgraded to has spiraled from petty social media shade into a full-blown legal war and courtroom showdown. Honestly, the internet is absolutely obsessed with this train wreck. So let's dive into the absolute chaos erupting between Offset, Cardi B, and Stefon Diggs. Back in November 2025, Cardi B popped out with a baby boy fathered by NFL wide receiver Stefon Diggs. She flexed the birth on Instagram, preaching about a new chapter in her life. She claimed her journey is just a series of messy seasons, and while starting over is a total headache, this new baby makes it all worth it as her motivation to level up. Days later, Cardi dropped the first photo of the newborn, clutching the infant while he was strategically wrapped in a New England Patriots blanket. Then, Offset decided to crash the party. Just days after Cardi confirmed her first child with the Patriots star, the Migos rapper allegedly hopped on Instagram to clown the baby's arrival. Offset reportedly posted a story that simply read, "My kid, LOL." The post vanished in seconds. However, as the receipts flooded social media, the Migos rapper swore the post was a total deepfake. Still, Cardi stormed onto X to blast his alleged post, and she was clearly fuming. Cardi ranted that Offset is still psychotic and obsessed with her after he allegedly hinted online that he's actually the father of her newborn son with Stefon Diggs. But a rep for Offset snapped back, insisting Cardi was falling for fake news and that the post definitely didn't come from her estranged husband. Any quotes linked to Offset floating around the internet are 100% fabricated, the rep told the press. Cardi reacted to a lie, and the drama blew up for literally no reason. Offset has stayed in Cardi's corner and genuinely wants her to win at life. Now, whether Offset actually typed those words or not is irrelevant. The chaos was already unleashed. The internet was spiraling over whether Offset was claiming Cardi's baby with Stefon Diggs as his own blood. And that toxic debate was about to relocate from the messy comment sections and fan pages directly into a cold courtroom. But before the legal bloodbath, we have to untangle the messy web of relationships that made this circus possible. Cardi B and Offset weren't just a casual hookup. They built a literal empire, nuked it, rebuilt it, and then burned it down again. The wreckage of that toxic cycle is exactly why we're in this disaster. Their romance ignited in February 2017 after they dropped the track Lick just 1 month prior. Things moved at light speed from the jump. These rappers lived life in the fastest lane, hitting their first date at Super Bowl 52 before secretly tying the knot in September 2017. Nobody had a clue. While the public watched what they thought was a fresh celebrity couple playing house, the truth was much deeper. Behind closed doors, Cardi B and Offset were already legally bound. They welcomed their daughter Culture in 2018 before Cardi tried to pull the plug for the first time 2 years later. They predictably reconciled and welcomed Wave the next year. This became their signature move. Explosive breakups followed by high-heat reconciliations, all broadcast for the world to witness. They first split in 2020 following nasty rumors that the Migos star was a serial cheater, but they patched it up shortly after. Those cheating allegations weren't a fluke. They were the recurring theme of their entire turbulent marriage. Cardi B finally filed for divorce again in 2024. After of stepping out with multiple women, but this time, the filing came with a twist that shocked the planet. The hitmaker filed for divorce in July 2024 and dropped her pregnancy announcement with Blossom literally the next day. Cardi gave birth that September, bringing their total to 3 kids: Culture Kiari Cephas, Waveset Cephas, and Blossom Bell Cephas. But a deeply uncomfortable question started lingering about Blossom's conception. When a couple breaks up and makes up this much, the calendar starts looking real suspicious. The timing of Blossom's birth is especially messy since Cardi filed for divorce and announced the pregnancy within 24 hours. Think about that insanity. One day, Cardi tells the world she's done with Offset forever. The next, she's revealing she's carrying his 3rd child. It's the kind of chaotic timeline that breaks the internet on its own, and it was about to become the most pivotal detail in this unfolding nightmare. With the divorce officially in motion, Cardi B wasted zero time jumping back into the game. The hitmaker moved on with Stefon Diggs, and the pair hard-launched their romance with a heavy PDA date night at a Knicks game in May 2025. This wasn't a rumor. It was a loud, courtside declaration at Madison Square Garden that things were very real. Cardi B locked it down at that Knicks game before welcoming their son just 6 months later in November. In the middle of all that, she hit national TV to drop the bombshell news. That September, she officially confirmed on CBS Mornings that she and the NFL star were expecting, beaming about being in a good space. Stefon Diggs was a total plot twist for Cardi, considering he usually keeps his private life under lock and key, making this high-profile romance even more shocking. Usually, this man is only in the news for his elite route running and big-game heroics on the field, not for being a gossip blog staple. He's one of the league's most respected receivers, so getting tangled up with a global rap queen was a massive identity shift. But the honeymoon phase had some baggage, specifically the fact that Stefon Diggs already has 7 other children with at least 4 different women. That messy detail kept the gossip mill churning while Offset lurked in the shadows, refusing to go quietly after the divorce filing. By the time Cardi B gave birth to her son with Stefon Diggs in November 2025, the stage was set for absolute mayhem. A Grammy winner, still legally married to one rapper, just had a baby with an NFL star while her estranged husband watched every move. That "My Kid LOL" post, fake or not, shook the internet, but the real storm was brewing behind closed doors. During a September 2025 trial, a reporter actually asked Cardi B if Offset was bragging about fathering her 4th child and if she expected a paternity battle with Stefon Diggs. According to Complex, Cardi absolutely lost it, hurling a marker at the reporter and demanding he stop disrespecting her. She rightfully dragged him for thinking he was entitled to ask such a wild question, but the damage was done. The paternity debate was now a live wire. And then, a random model popped up claiming Offset was doing way more than just posting salty Instagram stories. Instagram model Jordan Gore shook the table by leaking alleged DMs from the Migos star, claiming Offset tried to recruit her for a sinister setup targeting Stefon Diggs. The tea spread like wildfire as she ranted that Offset wouldn't stop violating her space while begging for help to sabotage the NFL pro. Of course, Offset's camp immediately nuked the claims, telling TMZ the story was pure fiction. Sources insist this girl has a personal vendetta against him and is just chasing clout, swearing their beef has absolutely nothing to do with Stefon Diggs. Whether those receipts were real or manufactured, the drama was locked in. Offset was officially spiraling. He was lurking, and his next play was way more serious than a thirsty DM or a salty Instagram story. The divorce battle between Cardi B and Offset turned nuclear when court docs revealed he's legally demanding a DNA test for Cardi's youngest child, the one she shares with Stefon Diggs. This wasn't just internet gossip anymore. This was a high-stakes legal ambush. TMZ got their hands on a February 2026 court order, showing Offset begged a judge to force paternity tests for 2 of Cardi's children. Not just the newborn, but 2 of them. While the court reportedly gave the green light for one test, the judge shut down his attempt to test the newborn, which everyone knows refers to the son she welcomed with Stefon Diggs in November 2025. Because the kids' names are redacted, the judge had to draw a major boundary. That refusal proves the court is separating the divorce mess from Cardi's brand new relationship. The baby with Stefon Diggs is officially off limits as far as the divorce is concerned, but the granted request is where it gets truly messy. Offset is successfully forcing a DNA test on the last child they supposedly share, born in 2024. That's Blossom, who arrived in September 2024, just weeks after Cardi originally pulled the plug. It seems Offset is officially questioning if he's even the father of his own youngest daughter, and this legal war is only just beginning. The toxic timing, the endless breakups, and the constant reconciliations have finally pushed Offset over the edge. He's officially questioning if Blossom is even his. By demanding these tests, Offset isn't just filing paperwork. He's aggressively poking at the wounds of a relationship that has been circling the drain for nearly 2 years. This isn't just social media trolling or petty Instagram shade anymore. This is a man weaponizing the legal system to cast doubt on the most private parts of his estranged wife's life. And the legal drama is actually insane. In states like Georgia, the law operates under a presumption of paternity, which is basically a legal trap. This means if a married woman gives birth, her husband is automatically branded the legal father, regardless of the actual biology. This led to that bizarre moment in November 2025 when Offset reportedly posted that "My Kid LOL" story after Cardi B welcomed her son with Stefon Diggs. Because they were still legally hitched, Offset could technically be the legal father of a baby the whole world knows belongs to Stefon Diggs. While Stefon Diggs can fight this and file for legitimation to get his rights, Offset's current legal status gives him a major seat at the table. Obviously, Cardi wants him nowhere near this. This battle isn't just about DNA. It's about who holds the legal power, who pays the support, and who calls the shots. That's the massive weight of this situation. This wasn't Offset being a petty ex on the timeline. It was him leveraging a legal loophole with devastating consequences for Cardi, Diggs, and the kids caught in the crossfire. The judge even slapped them with a non-disparagement clause, banning both Cardi B and Offset from dragging each other online or in interviews. The court is desperately trying to keep this private war from leaking, but that was clearly a losing battle from the start. Just hours after the court filing leaked, Cardi B stormed social media to let the world feel the full weight of her fury. "I should have never let him hit again," she blasted in a raw, unfiltered post that was a total middle finger to the court's non-disparagement order. While the legal fallout of her digital meltdown remains a mystery, her outburst added yet another toxic layer to an already high-stakes divorce. Cardi didn't hold back, labeling Offset an absentee father, while claiming she's been bankrolling the lives of Culture, Wave, and Blossom Solo. From Cardi's perspective, a man who barely visits his own daughter is only demanding DNA tests as a weapon of war, not out of actual fatherly love. But just before the DNA drama exploded, a much darker headline hit the blogs. Offset had reportedly spiraled into massive gambling debts. Then the unthinkable happened. The 34-year-old was shot outside a Florida casino on April 6, 2026, leading to the shocking arrest of Lil TJ. Even though Offset had filed that DNA request right before the lead started flying, the tragedy briefly paused the war. In a plot twist nobody saw coming, Cardi B reportedly tossed the bitterness aside to check on him while he was hospitalized. It was a chilling reminder that beneath the paternity suits and legal threats, there's a decade of messy history that neither of them can truly escape. Meanwhile, the situation with Stefon Diggs took its own chaotic turn. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs had been going strong for over a year before reportedly hitting a wall and breaking up just hours before the Super Bowl in February 2026. Rumors swirled that the NFL star was spotted with another woman during Super Bowl week, which allegedly triggered their sudden split right before the big game. For a minute, it looked like the end of the road. They hit that unfollow button, and the internet officially declared them deceased. But then Washington, D.C. happened. Stefon Diggs rolled up to Cardi B's sold-out Little Miss Drama tour stop at Capital One Arena this week, and he wasn't alone. He brought his mother, Stephanie Diggs, and his brother, Trayvon Diggs, and the whole crew was caught on camera catching a vibe and dancing. That is not the behavior of a man who's moved on. That's a man bringing his entire family to his ex's show. The real chaos erupted after the concert when Stefon Diggs headed to Cardi's official afterparty at Throw Social. When the lights came up, witnesses saw Cardi B walk straight to Stefon's white sports car, hop into the passenger seat, and vanish into the night with him. All of this was exploding at the exact same moment Offset's DNA court order was nuking the headlines. Cardi was juggling an estranged husband challenging her kid's paternity in court, while simultaneously rekindling a flame with her youngest child's father. The timing feels like a scripted reality show, but this nightmare is 100% real. So what's the bottom line? The public has already cast Offset as the ultimate villain, the bitter ex trying to blow up Cardi's happiness with Stefon Diggs. But if we look at this through a cold, legal lens, it gets complicated. Is Offset's DNA demand a malicious attack, or a necessary move for a man trying to find some order in a chaotic multi-child family tree? When a marriage is this volatile, the timeline of who was where and when gets incredibly blurry. If Offset is on the hook for child support and custody, he might feel he's entitled to the ultimate receipt, a DNA test. Meanwhile, an April 11th viral tweet claimed Cardi B went live and couldn't stop sobbing over Offset's demands, proving this ordeal has pushed her to a total breaking point. Whether Offset is executing a legal strategy or a campaign to humiliate Cardi depends on whose side you're on. What we do know is that a child fathered by another man has turned this divorce into a nuclear legal battle. Offset's decision to question paternity was the point of no return, and now Cardi is gunning for primary custody of their massive joint empire. The legal machine is in motion. The kids are caught in a storm they didn't ask for,